Well, good morning, everybody. Like I said, I was driving into town today. Going to meet my buddy I met yesterday at the coffee shop here, and his name was Dan. So here I am with my friend Dan, and I'm going to ask him a few questions that I've been talking to you guys about. You know, we've been talking about this idea of RUAH, that word that means breath of life, and I'm going to ask Dan what it means to have life breathed into him. And then I'm going to ask him what it's like for him to breathe life into other people. So say hello to my friend Dan. How you doing this morning, Dan?
I'm okay, I guess, today.
All right. Well, you know what? This isn't, Hollywood or anything. So I'm just going to ask you that first question, in light of what's going on in the world and in your own life, what does it mean to have life breathed into you? What does that mean to you?
That means to me to have family.
Yeah.
Be loved by people, be helpful. Other people helping me out because I'm homeless. I live on the streets, I sleep outside.
How long have you been homeless, Dan?
On and off for about 5 years.
Oh, man. What do you do when it's real cold out like it was this morning?
Well, if you can get into a shelter, which they only have 2 here, you're lucky. If not, you sleep outside. You find cardboard, you sleep under cardboard, you don't have blankets.
You know, seeing as though we're talking about that right now, if you don't mind, can I ask you, what does it feel like, or what kind of misconceptions do people have about homeless people? Because people are quick to judge without knowing the whole story. What misconceptions do you see out there?
Well, a lot of people are helpful when you're homeless, but there's a lot of people that just turn you down, tell you to get a job, treat you like crap, swear at you, right? Just because we're homeless, it doesn't mean we're not human beings. We all have our addictions, right? Because we're homeless, we're on the streets. You're stressed out, right?
Yeah.
So some people do drugs, other people drink, right?
Yeah.
And for me, like, I drink just to take the pain away, because I've been in a lot of accidents and stuff. Social services don't help you. Nobody helps you. I've been looking for housing here for 5 months. Nothing's happening. So it's really depressing. Some mornings I just wake up. I wish I didn't wake up, but it kind of happens that way.
Well, I'm happy you woke up this morning, because I want to share this message on my YouTube channel so people can understand that, everything is not as simple as it seems on the outside when you're pointing your finger, making judgment calls. So I'm glad to hear that part of your story. The other thing I wanted to ask you, Dan, was what is it like for you then, in your position, to breathe life into other people?
Well, if I was stable, and I've done it before, I have a job, and there's homeless people out there like me. Without a word in my mind, I would just go up and I'll help them out. I'll hand them money.
Right on.
If I got extra, right?
Yeah.
And even when I don't, even if it's my last $5, I'll give it to somebody else, right?
Man.
And I want to help people. I've been to recoveries, I've worked in detoxes, everything. But then my own addiction brings me down to where I get depressed and I fall off it. But I don't want to be like that. I want to help people as much as I can, but I need people right now to help me. Because when I go to ask them for spare change, I got to eat, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people just won't give it to you. Some people will, they're generous, right?
Yeah.
And other people just turn you down. Just straight out, flat out tell you to get off the street or get out of here or whatnot. And we're not doing it because we want to. We're doing it to survive. So we get a better life for ourselves to help out the other people where we've been before.
See, that's encouraging, but at the same time, for me, it's kind of sad, because I used to be the person that used to just walk the other way. I used to be a person that wouldn't even make eye contact with somebody, just because, I don't know, I was an arrogant son of a bitch. But now that I've been down, I told you a little bit of my story, and when I lost everything, all of a sudden I had eyes to see things that I didn't see before. I met some people that have a story, and I'm like, wow, everybody has a story of like what happened to them and why they are where they're at. But I just wanted to say, yesterday I saw a couple of people with you, and it almost looked like you were taking care of them, when we had a coffee yesterday. And it's funny that you could be in a position where you're trying to make life better, but you're making life better already for a few people, like those 2 girls yesterday, those 2 ladies.
Yeah, I take care of them all the time. Like, they don't have money either.
Yeah.
Right? And they don't know how to panhandle, which I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But I'll do it just to make money to feed us, get some beers, cigarettes, whatever we need, right?
And that was kind of a neat thing, because like your courage, you had the boldness to come out and, have a smoke and talk to us. And next thing you know, like something must have happened in my buddy UHA, because, you ended up getting some coffee and some sandwiches for those ladies and, a hot meal, cold yesterday. But maybe those ladies wouldn't have had the same courage, the same boldness to ask somebody. So even there, to me, you are breathing life into them right now. Even though you're struggling, you're still helping people. And I think that's what this YouTube channel is all about, is people helping people. So I want to say thank you, my friend. I want to thank you. It was good to get some of your story. And if you want to watch your message, it'll be on YouTube probably in about a week. And next time, my friends, we're going to meet Dan's friend here, Mike. And I met Mike this morning as well. And we're going to have a coffee. And I'm going to hear a little bit of Mike's story as well about how life is being breathed into him and how he's breathing life into others. And so from me, Frederick, and my new friend Dan, and from Mike there in the back, we'd like to say, until next time, remember that word, RUAH. The breath of life comes into you, and you breathe life into other people. Just like Dan said this morning, family, friends, relationships, love, that's a way to have life breathed into you. But then you turn around, and no matter how hard it is, you breathe life into other people. Until next time, take care. God love you, and I'll see you soon. This is Frederick, Mike, and Dan saying take care and be blessed.